Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? It is time for another amazing episode of Triple D Dynamite with Dezzie and Dean. That's right. Dean, how
Oh,
are you
yeah.
today, brother?
All gravy, my dude. All gravy. How are you? I enjoyed the show.
Oh my God, I
Lots
did.
to
I
talk about.
enjoyed the show a lot for a lot of reasons. There was a lot of reasons to enjoy the show today. I had a good time.
Same. Looking forward to talking about it.
Absolutely. I did not, however, yet have a chance to digest the mini Dynamite from the other day. Scorpio Sky Day, as it was being called, I believe, in our circles.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it last night. And the Scorpio Sky match was really good. I enjoyed it. The kid, is it Ben Carter, only young? He's really impressive, really quick. High flyer. He's got a good future in him, so I want to see more of him. It was nice seeing Anna Jay beat Brandy. That was good.
Oh, Anna Jay did beat Brandy.
Yeah. A little late interference, but
oh my gosh,
the right result, if you ask me. But they had all the crowd were going crazy for Brandy. It's like they told the people at the side who all already work there, give Brandy this huge reaction. You know what I mean? And they're sort of booing everything Anna Jay did and like cheering Brandy like more than anyone. But
okay.
a little interference and distraction, but it's not the cleanest, but still the right result. But I think they're just building for a match between them down the line. So we can get the babyface win.
They're gonna put Brandy over Sheeta somehow, right? So they got to build to that somehow. So
that's it. Baby steps.
See how it goes. We'll see how that goes there. Wicked, man. So this is funny. So to start off the show here, yeah, like I told you, I didn't watch it live. I had to catch it on the apps later. So I put on the TNT app or the TSN app, sorry. And it showed me Mox versus Eddie, and I'm like, oh. So I clicked the link, just blasted me. I clicked the link and I'm like, wow, they started the show off with a title match. Like that might be like, that should be the main event. So I watched the whole match and I fucking loved it. And I wrote reviews for it thinking this is the start of the show. And then after the match, it's like, your video clip is over. And I'm like, what? So this wasn't so I go back and I started the show again here. And I found out that actually the first match is actually Kip Sabian and Best Man Miro, my man Miro. See, I've got the Miro look going on here. I'm doing my best man gimmick I can, right? And they took on Sonny and Joey, man. What a fucking awesome match to start off the show. I wanted Miro to win. I want Miro to win his debut, obviously. But I also don't want Sonny and Joey to take the loss. And that's what I got in my notes here. You'll see me looking up once in a while because I have my notes on the other screen. But I didn't know what to think. I was really drawn on this one because I'm not so hot on Kip Sabian to the point where I'm like, yo, this guy's got to get up to the especially now they're a tag team. That's going to count as a tag team. You know what I mean? Like win kind of thing. I thought it was cool. They said Joey said they're on the express to victory. Little shout out for the Midnight Express knock on Cornette, I think, that they've been in the middle of embroiled in here. So I thought that was pretty sweet. But man, Miro has got some fucking strength, man. Holy shit. I didn't see if that fall was actually him hurting his ankle or if it was just like a work for the match. But I just cringe every time I see fucking leg injuries of any kind, man. I'm just so scared because it's like, oh God, this guy's literally could not have happened at a worse time for this guy. He's just debuting. Like, you don't want to just cut him off now and be like, remember Miro? Well, he's going to be back in 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought it was wicked though, man. This match was awesome. Miro with that crazy ass kick. He locked in the game over, and then Jim Ross with the accolade. No, it's the game over, So I thought it's kind of funny how we're seeing it's a lot rougher around the edges, the product at AEW, than the polished WWE where one person speaks and they've been speaking for 40 years and that's it. You know what I mean? So I think I like what they do. You see this, it's a little bit rough around the edges sometimes, but such a good product. I really enjoyed it for a first match, man. What'd you think?
Well, like I say, with commentary, it feels more natural like that, though, when they're just like talking like the same way friends do. You go, oh, this, and other. But yeah, the match itself, it was to showcase Miro's strength effectively, wasn't it? That's what it was. Like, I think the match itself started a little scruffy. I wouldn't say lazy, but Sonny and Joey didn't see. Just felt like they were just going through the motions of it at the beginning, until it sort of developed and Miro got in. But Miro had pyro, which shows that they're high up on him. He had pyro, didn't he, when he came out? But I loved
not the most
Joey's
fire of the night though. That was saved for a special man later on.
Yeah. But I liked Joey's reactions when Miro was doing these big power spots, like looking shocked, like how we should feel like, wow, you know, this guy's impressive. So I like say feel bad for Sonny and Joey, but I think an established team that are up there, for him to dominate them makes Miro look good. And I don't think it takes too much away from Sonny and Joey as a team. They're still a good team, and I like seeing them. And I don't think this will be a long tag run for. This is just to introduce Miro like this. I can't see them being a legit tag team that go after the belts. I think they'll just have this to introduce his character, get the wedding out of the way whenever that is.
Hopefully soon, man. Hopefully they get this done soon here, you know? Like, he's already over as the best man. Let's just do it. It's done. Yeah,
it don't need to be too far. So, I think, like I say, showcase for Miro's strength, and it did that exactly. Like you say, we had match kick at the end and the game over, as it's called now, for a nice definitive win for him. So, good to see Miro. So nice on the show.
Yeah, I hope he has big things ahead of him because he's an awesome guy, man. Awesome guy.
Same.
Eddie Kingston was in the ring. We get Eddie Kingston. He's fired up as hell. Moxley comes out. We almost have a fight on our hands here, but they get split up. Man, you can feel the energy here. You can feel just the experience. Like they say it so many times in the show, and it's been said so many times in our circle here that these guys know each other so well. But you just really get that feeling for it. You're just really fucking looking forward to this fight. Super fucking good, man.
Yeah, I liked his promo work on about Mox selling out, going to the other place where sports entertainment, and even shouted out then, "Where are you, sports entertainer? Where are you?" And I liked when Mox came out, there was no fear from Eddie King. He's like, "Yeah, get in my face, I'm ready." And then he pulled apart because that's what you want. But I like the no fear off both of them, leading you into what we're going to happen later. So this was good work from Eddie here.
Yeah, definitely. Shanna and Lisa are agreeing that the match was a little bit sloppy there. The opening match that we had, several botches took away from it a little bit there. Yeah, definitely. I saw that too. Shanna saying she'd rather see Miro in a debut to squash, to better showcase him. And I think that's good too, for sure. They definitely I think they're trying to lift up Sabian as well, right? And the fact that, because they already knew that Miro was so talked about that he was going to come out to all this heat or all this awesome, this momentum. So why not rub that off on somebody else that could use it, right? So I think
that's definitely the case. There was one botch, you see, when Miro threw Kip into Joey and he took a punch, but he landed on his head on the concrete on the outside. You heard Joey Janela twice ask him if he were okay. Like, you know, not bothered what mics can hear me. He's like, "You okay?" And he didn't answer. So he's like, "Dude, are you okay?" He says, "Yeah." And then Joey goes and does his thing.
Yeah, and he's like,
at least he's, obviously before they had the little promo with, "Oh, I've been there before, you don't want to marry her." And so as if there's some bad blood, but I like how there clearly is no bad blood. Two workers worried about each other. Don't matter that they went out, he goes out with his ex or whatever, It was genuinely like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? I don't care who's watching. Are you okay?" Once he answered yes, right, we'll get on with it. So I liked that, even though
Annie, are you okay?
It weirdly takes you out of it, but it's like, no, he's looking after a fellow worker. So that's good.
Exactly what it's all about, because, hey, there's going to be times where this is more important than the fucking camera show that we're doing right here. Your health and safety is paramount here. And it's pull back the fucking, I'm sorry, but if you're watching pro wrestling in 2020 and you're not fucking down with the fact that these guys are helping each other out and working together to make this such a spectacular match, then Jesus Christ, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. So, I mean, if you're going to get that thrown off by the fact that Joey Janela is, severely, like, is genuinely caring about somebody sincerely, then, just kindly fuck off. Right?
Especially after Matt Hardy the other week and that taking a knock on heads at concrete. I think it's dangerous. So I'm happy for it to suspend belief for that second to make sure that the guy's okay.
Yeah. We got Kenny Omega coming out in commentary, and that means only one thing. This is my stamp. This is my stamp for match of the night. It's close. It comes close to Orange Cassidy and Brody Lee later on, but this, honestly, man, Evil Uno to me in this match just opened my eyes to something. Wow, man, this guy really was moving in a way that I was not expecting him to. I haven't seen a whole lot of Uno. This really just was like, man, this guy on a solo tear, man. Imagine if he was packaged a little differently here, or if they used him differently in the Dark Order. I fucking loved it, man. Uno using the referee was awesome as hell, man. Classic heel stuff here. I liked how Kenny almost got up when Dark Order started circling the Hangman there, but Uno dispatched them all to the back. I thought that was cool. He's like, "I got this." Man, that fucking Hangman, though. We say this every week. He has such amazing range, man. How he hits that fall-away slam that ultimate strength of catching Uno, who's not a small guy by any means, and he throws him backwards and then just right into the standing shooting star, man. Like, really good stuff, man. Like, super good. I had a really good time in this match. Like I said, I was really glued to the TV here. I thought it was fucking awesome combo by Uno when he hit that massive boot and then leaps over the turnbuckle like fucking Rey Mysterio. And he hit this massive, great swanton bomb. And he's just got so much awareness. I love how he's up on the top rope and he's looking. He's like, you're fucking all watching, right? And then he just leaps, man. So good. Like, it was so good. Huge pop here. He had pop-up powerbomb by Page. Again, man. Adam Page. Holy fuck, man. Buckshot Larry for the win. He's on a winning streak now. He is on a winning streak. I thought it was kind of cool that Kenny was coming around a bit more. Like it showed that he was still watching with interest, for something, but he wasn't clear. He wasn't very interested in having the tag team back forming again. Kenny Omega talking about his ranking. Kenny kept talking about his ranking in the singles match and how this is going to help him as a singles wrestler. With Page being on a singles tear right now, it just makes me wonder when they're going to collide, when it's actually going to happen here. Because Kenny wants to rise up, and Page is doing that naturally right here, win by win. So they're going to meet soon.
I hope that Kenny Omega on commentary a thing for every Hangman match going forward now, because I don't think he was very good on commentary. I think he was a bit bland, and he took me out of it a lot. And a couple of very nice lines as well when he were on about Evil Uno wearing a vest to hide his hideous physique. That's the word he used, and I thought, well, that's.
Oh, geez, I didn't catch that one.
I'm built like Evil Uno, so I'll be like, all right, you know what I mean? It's like probably more people watching look like Uno than look like Kenny Omega. So I just thought that would a bit of a strong term. If you, you can say like, not the most flattering, whatever, but to use that word, I thought that would be a bit harsh. But yeah, I don't think he's very good on commentary. I hope that this is it. They've told the story. They said it again today, like, he's asked for the tag ranking to be dropped. Okay, you said that now. Like you say, let them both go on some single runs before you bring it back together. Because it took me out of it a bit. Him on commentary, but the match itself, it started right slow, methodical, then became very physical. Like I say, we could sing all day about Hangman, how amazing he is, and like you said, Uno's awesome. No Stu Grayson on the show. They're both great. That act, but I did like how you said how Dark Order went to get involved, but he sent them away, Evil Uno. And like other week, he was the one who led Colt away. He's the one who led Anna Jay away. It's like Evil Uno, he seems to be doing more on his own lately, just subtly in the background. So I'm wondering if him and Grayson are going to pull away at some point. And I kind of like that, but I'd like to see them as just a tag team on their own. And, maybe, because that'll be a good storyline eventually. If you have the Dark Order falling, won't it, with like the original two and the Exalted one, like say, separating off. But yeah, so this was a really, really fun match. I enjoyed it a lot. Both awesome wrestlers. And like I say, Page, you're never unhappy when Page is in the ring, are you?
Man, holy shit! No, this guy delivers every single time, man. Call him the mailman because he's out for some deliveries here. Definitely.
I like how it was on his title. It said apparently sticking with the long pants. It said on his name, which I liked. But I like the long pants out with the tassels. I think that it's a good look for him.
It's cowboy shit, bro. It's cowboy shit, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, God knows we can't do assless chaps anymore. Shawn Michaels pretty much retired that anymore. Okay, so then we got Tony back in the Bucks locker room. Matt comes out, says he's sorry. They will do better. He apologizes for kicking Marvez and Posey. We will do better, he says. And then he has to see his phone, smashes the phone, throws the cash out there. Obviously, the Bucks are just not giving an F right now. So we'll see. It leads to me wonder, was Nick even in the room? It was just Matt by himself, talking to himself, possibly. But,
the thing for this is with me, it's like, I think, like you say, not giving a fuck, that's how they're supposed to come across, but it's not coming across to me as, like, cool heels who don't care. They're coming across like spoilt brats. Just like douchebags, basically. Tending not to know people's names and such like that. And, here's some money, like... it's not like cool heel. We don't give a. Yeah, I just think they just come across like spoiled brats, and I actually want to see them lose. Just being assholes. I want to see them lose, not going like a good tear, not giving a shit. I
think they're just setting them up to lose against FTR here.
We'll get to them.
Yep. All right, we got Orange Cassidy taking on Brody Lee for the TNT Championship, and man, so first thing I realized here is that they really played up this shtick here, that the whole Dark Order numbers game here, just so that Orange Cassidy, like, so it wouldn't be a straight match. So you wouldn't see the Orange Cassidy at full, you know what I mean, full bore. Let's see a really awesome competitive match here between the two of them. Man, that fucking, what is it here? Orange Cassidy right off the bat here early in the match, diving onto the Dark Order, but they caught him. I thought that was cool because it's like, okay, they just caught him. And then Brody's just like, all right, you're all taking this fucking hit here, you know? Like, bang, takes them all out. So cool. Two insane suplexes. We're having a really cool series right now. We're playing some really sweet matches in 2K19. And you know that diving DDT that I have yet to hit? Man, when Orange Cassidy hit that diving DDT, I loved it so much.
It's a nice move.
I just can't help but think, in my notes here, man, did we ever get ripped off from having this Brody Lee for all these years in WWE? If Brody Lee has it in himself to do this, and he's had it for years and years and years, and even Dustin Rhodes, you look at these guys who just weren't, man, when you don't like your fucking job, you know, you just go through the motions to get paid, right? You know, you're doing what they want when they keep you in a box like that. And this is what we're seeing here, man. Like, I just absolutely love the look of Brody Lee. I love the feel. I love his moveset. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I thought it was a great story in this match. I was so into it. Brody hitting that powerbomb and discus combo there. That is a fucking combination right there, man. He is, honest to God, untouchable. I fucking love it, man. I love it. I honestly just, I can't even.
His attitude's great. Like, because in this match, he's like, his character comes across. It's not a case of if he beats Orange Cassidy, it's when. You can see that in his face the entire match. It's just this is just someone in his way. And yeah, he's slightly frustrating, but he's getting taken out. I did like that spot when they caught him and then he just dived on them all. That was a fun spot. But this was Orange Cassidy's first title shot, so good for him. He started with the hands in pockets, doing my little kicks. I like how Brody Lee just stepped on his foot and just dropped him and says, "No, none of them, none of them shenanigans." So, I enjoyed this match. It, like you say, the numbers. That's a clever way to, because you're not effectively killing Orange Cassidy's push by having Brody Lee just destroy him if it were just one-on-one, because that's how it'd have to play out, wouldn't it? Really,
exactly.
You know, so like you use this to make it so it was never a fair fight and he never had a chance anyway. So it don't take out away from Orange. Orange, in the face of adversity, has put up a good fight.
Yeah.
You know, with the numbers game. So so don't take away from him, Brody Lee. But then
dominant win he had. And then we had, anyway, so then Private Party comes out to the ring later on here. And Matt Hardy comes. No, that did not just, that didn't go like that. The lights went out, didn't they? Didn't the lights go out?
And it went all red, the red, and we're like, what's this? JR's like, it's just until something happens, it's just music. Like, oh, yes.
I fucking love
Cheers,
that line. I fucking love Jim Ross for that line. It's like, guys, until something happens, it's just music playing here, you know? And then, like, the most ethereal entrance ever. Smoke, the zazzle, the fucking lights. It's building up. And I'm just thinking, like, holy shit, guy. Like, wow, really, hey? Like, this is where we're going with this. And it's just like the music hits, and you see him in there, and it's just smoke everywhere. We could have waited so much longer for this. Tony Schiavone, they're chanting Cody. And I'm like, okay, maybe a couple of people out of 40 or whatever that were there. Maybe I heard a couple of people chanting Cody. They're standing up. Okay, 2 people were fucking standing up, okay? This whole thing reeked of 2000 Triple H so bad. All of it was just, oh my God. I love Cody's look. Good God, that was a look. Okay, this man is dashing as fuck, as ever, okay? As ever. I love the new focus. I love his new thing in there. Brody Lee getting the fuck out of there was no interaction between the two of them. But Cody destroyed the shit out of the guys he had in there. He destroyed the shit out of the Dark Order. He hit the Cody cutter, and he hit the Cody DDT and the Cody stomp, and he gave the Cody look, and he gave the Cody stare, and he had the Cody music, and the Cody wrestling is back. The Prince is back on his throne.
Well, right, I don't know about his dyed hair dark. I think it looks a bit janky.
Like
but I like obviously he's got the black suit, black hair, so he looks like, right, I'm serious. But then did you see his shoes glistening in the lights? like they were made out of diamonds or something. So I'm like, well, you try to come all man in black, you know, dark hair, black suit. I'm like, serious, with these sparkling, like Dorothy's, click your heels together, like there's sparkle coming off them. Like you killed it a bit there. You know what I mean? If you want to be serious, just wear some normal black shoes, fella. Or like blue to match your hair. But yeah.
Shanna, it wasn't Gangrel, so it was kind of That's awesome. Lisa, of course, loves Cody here. I, for one, missed him, she says, and I loved it, of course, because it was an awesome return for him. It was.
I don't think it's been long enough for me to miss him yet. I think he should have been away a bit longer. That's my issue. I think it's a bit soon. And I don't necessarily want him coming back into the TNT title picture, but this is the most logical place to bring him back in because it's the Dark Order who took him and his family out. So obviously he's going to come back here. Whether that means going after the belt, but obviously Brody Lee a promo later on, which means that potentially, but surely they're not going to have Cody lose again. So I don't know how you do that. Oh well,
2 time,
of course, and then it can be get the rub from Cody belt again, then can't it?
My God,
can put some young stars over. But yeah, so he's back. He's back.
But Brody Lee afterwards, man. Brody takes the microphone here. I was laughing my fucking ass off so bad. His words were so true, so true. The audacity of you to return like that. I just loved hearing those words ringing in my head because it was like, dude, the smoke and fucking the pomp, the whole thing was just over the top of I'm back, I'm Cody, right? And he shouldn't have been gone. He shouldn't have had this, and it was the whole thing. Oh my gosh.
They got dominated. He got battered by Brody Lee, didn't he? He got destroyed by him.
Yeah.
So to come back with such, like possession, it's like, well, yeah, why are you? But the one thing, he also did call Cody a coward, but yet Brody Lee must have instantaneously ran away after he'd won the fight anyway.
Yeah.
But then he starts getting his collar out and says basically he's going to make him his sex slave, I think that's the gist. The gist I got from it is that, he's going to need a safe word, and I don't know what it's going to be.
That godforsaken tattoo. I just loved all of it. Brody was just hitting him hard. When he told him, though, when he said you have nowhere to run, I started singing Fozzy, man, for sure. But absolutely, man, Brody Lee is my favorite wrestler right now. I was on the fence, but today absolutely cleared that air for me, man. Amazing. All right.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. See what they do together. And Cody's back. I'll embrace it.
Now I've got the negativity. I've got my hair black here now. All right, so now we got Private Hardy out in the ring. Hardy Party or Private Party Hardy or something. Hardy Party something. Private Hardy's out here anyways. Private Parts. They're out in the ring. Matt's talking about who back jumped him here. Matt calls out Chris. He trips over his words just a little bit there, but he calls him an asshole essentially. So Chris comes out, wishes him a happy birthday. Chris is so good. Said he didn't do it, but he could hit him now. And then, man, this is where it got really bad for me. This is where I really just unplugged from the whole thing. It felt like Mark Quinn was just really nervous or off or something. He was just struggling, it seemed, on the microphone. And it was like, maybe he wasn't, but it's just like when you got somebody like Matt Hardy and Chris Jericho talking, it's such a fucking polarizing thing for somebody who's been so new, just to be like, blah, blah, blah. And man, Mark Quinn really seemed like a kid, like a toddler compared to these masters of the microphone. And then Isaiah Cassidy just takes it for his attempt. Here in my notes, I say Isaiah takes it for his attempt at it, and he makes a challenge for next week. And then he says, I was hoping he was going to say he was going to make him tap. I thought that'd be super dope if he said, I'm going to make you, Chris Jericho, tap out. And he's like, because I'm going to make you my champion, bitch. And I'm like, meh. Really fell flat, that whole thing. I get that Chris and Matt want to elevate these guys up here, but man, their mic skills to me are way worse than their ring skills, and I've been vocal about that in the past. I don't know, man. I think Private Party's coming in too fast, and they should maybe just be on dark for a while, man.
They're great. They're green all round. Like you say, when you've got someone like Jericho and Hardy, two great talkers, it really, you see, like you say, directly in the ring and in front of them, you just really see the difference. And even so much that Mark Quinn, it were like, not very good promo. And his mate literally just snatches the mic off him. Even he's like, no, shut up. But like,
you're done.
It's interesting. Yeah. So like, it was a bit janky, but I liked how we were on about last week whether it were obvious it were Inner Circle who'd beat up Matt.
Yeah.
You know, and we were saying it wasn't quite obvious, so it could have been. And then the way he's saying this is Matt's just pieced it together that it's the Inner Circle. Because I got hit by someone with a mask, someone with something that could have been a bat, and Jericho had a bat.
Yeah.
So he's put that together. But I don't think it is any of them, because obviously they brought Sammy Guevara back as well, didn't they? But I don't think it is the Inner Circle who attack Matt. I think that'll be a separate thing. But I don't know if I'm excited for a match between Isaiah Cassidy and Chris Jericho. I'm not sure, but it's like you say, Jericho's putting these future guys over. But this is one where Jericho should win.
Yeah.
Give Isaiah Cassidy a bit, but Jericho should then dominate.
That's right.
From a certain point. Even if it takes a tiny bit of it, even if it takes Hager to punch Isaiah when ref's not looking and whatever, Jericho should be taking this. He should just be getting a rub here.
And I agree with Lisa here too. Lisa's saying, I think they were nervous, but it's good that AEW is giving them a chance to shine, especially with all the criticism they get for only relying on former WWE guys. And that's exactly what was going through my head, like Dean, what you just said about how Chris is going, giving these younger guys the rub here. But it's like, yeah, he's got to, right? That's what he's there for. That's what these guys are there for, is to work with these younger guys to elevate them. Because, man, look at the experience they're getting already from being exposed to these guys backstage. You got Arn Tully, you got all these guys working backstage here. And then it's so cool. It'd be so wild to be there. And you're looking at it like, I look at it like it's a lot of indie guys, literally indie guys off the scene, like Warhorse and other guys we're seeing like Puff and things. They're getting a chance that nobody gave them before. This is like unprecedented, right? So I think it's super rad.
Yeah, it's cool. Like you say, I'm glad they're getting the showcase. We're just talking about what we're presented and what we're seeing. We're not bad mouthing them, just saying they've got lots to learn and future to grow. I'm not, like you say, you used to put them on dark. I'm happy for them to be about, but we were just pointing out the differences. Like when you got Jericho talking, and then you hear Mark Quinn talk, there's a difference. Of course, there's a full career in between, so it's not like they won't get there. And I hope they do get there, because they're clearly a talented team, and it's a good act as well.
Yeah,
it's not necessarily a main event act, but it doesn't mean it can't be at some point. But I liked at the end when Jericho's face, when he was just like, he's mouthing the words, "You sure? You sure about this? You sure?
Yeah.
You know what you're getting yourself in for?" And I like Jericho's reaction to that. He didn't overdo it. He was just like almost pissed off, like, "Who the fuck is this kid? Who is this kid? Next week you'll get, So I liked that from him. And we've still got a mystery, because I don't think it was Hardy who was Jericho with Hardy. So we'll see where that develops.
I think so too. I think it's going to be a good one. Like you said, it's something they're extending beyond that. So I think that's what's really cool about it.
So what do we have next? FTR with Tully.
Yeah, FTR and Tully in the ring here. Beautiful titles, man. I love those belts. SCU getting a match next week. Their 20-minute Brush with Greatness is coming. Best Friends come out after the dig, talking about the street fight there. Best Friends issued a challenge, and it looked like they were going to get a match right away. It looked super awesome. Like, I was like, oh, wow, really? FTR, fuck, that was some good timing, man. How the referee's just like, and ring that bell. And he just grabs his arm and pulls it back, and he's like, hang on a second. We want to give you guys your shot, but you're not ready yet, because that match took a lot out of you guys. So we're going to give you guys a week to take off. Top guys out. That's where it fell apart for me, with Chuck calling them weenies twice. How do I know? Because it got burned into my fucking skull.
See, I didn't like this, because for me, they're on about the rules that are like, it's 20-minute time limit. You've got to beat them. If you don't, then they just win. It's a draw. But I'm like, hang on, the whole discussion going in, and all FTR wanted to prove, is how they're the best tag team in the world. Yeah. So now they're on about picking their opponents. Oh, we don't even have to win for us to win the shorter matches, and we'll, and like, oh no, we won't do it this week, even though you're saying, oh, you're not ready. So you could easily get a win over them, and just been battered in that parking lot brawl. Surely it'd been easy. So it's like, it feels like, hang on, you've been going on about how you're the best tag team on the planet. Now you're ducking and diving everyone and changing the rules to suit you to keep them. So are you the best tag team in the world? Surely you should be fighting champions and want to prove that week in, week out. So I think this is a bit disjointed from the character and the story that's been told with them getting the belts, saying they're the best in the world. And then it felt like it were going to be them versus the Young Bucks, and Young Bucks were just acting like little set of douchebags. So it's like, I hope that's not to decide the best tag team in the world between these two, because I'm a bit like, I've gone off FTR, and this is one of this big deal for me. This segment.
What?
Just feels
so,
like,
really?
well, yeah, because it's like, are you the best tag team in the world or not? Or you like say they're about handpicking their opponents and like, oh, we'll decide. You do it like this. We don't have to win the match, but you do. Otherwise, we win. And then, like I say, two people who literally presented themselves, who FTR themselves say are too weak. So they're saying, oh, you're too weak, so we want you your best. But your best, I don't know, I just felt a bit disjointed. Are you the best or not?
Yeah, I like him. I'm still down with them. Like I said, I've been high on there. I'm glad they gave them the belts. I'm not looking at any of that whole, they're WWE guys or whatever, like that shit, right? But I think it's just cool, man. I think it's fun they have them, and I think they're playing that role very well. You know, I think they're playing that heel roll up with Tully, that double standards. They're just the king of double standards right now. No, I had fun with it, man. I like it.
I suppose it's more Tully's influence than that, isn't it? Like Tully is the one that, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should want to prove they're the best by just having as much as long as it takes against the best opponent available. You know.
So I mean, that's one of the bad things about being the bad guy, right? Is you have to play that angle up, right? You have to play that side of it up, where you have to run away a lot of the times, where you'd rather see them just fight.
That's it. Heels can be hard as well. Heels can be tough.
Yeah.
Heels can be better than the faces on skill and merit, and that's fine for me.
Yeah.
But
I suppose so often you see that cowardly lion kind of, no, I'm not fighting right now. It reminds me of like when Kevin Owens came in against Sami Zayn when they had the championship, right? It was like he just backed away. He just kept backing off, not fighting on my terms, right? Not yours, my terms. So it's frustrating for sure, because I want to cheer for the guy, but not if you're just fucking ducking fights, right?
That's fair play. I just think how quickly they've gone from wanting to prove the best to this in the blink of an eye. As soon as they got the belts, all right, now, you know, it's just been a bit too quick for me.
Yeah, no, I love that though. I think it plays to what they were, that sort of that real selfishness, you know what I mean? Of like, hey man, anybody should have a shot. And then once they have it, it's like, okay, listen, now that we're the fucking kings here, we're changing the way that the lay of the land is. So I'm sorry, but these rankings don't mean fuck all. Thought it was super fun. Shida, Thunder Rosa taking on Ivelisse and Diamante. I thought Shida and Rosa would have won earlier if they had better communication in this match. I had a lot of fun with it though. I don't know, but it just, to me though, I think maybe my expectations got a little bit too high for this, because I saw it on paper and I was like, holy shit, this is going to be the match of the millennium, or it could have been. But I don't know, by the end of it, I find like it happened the way it was supposed to, but it just still kind of left me wanting more.
I feel like they could have told a different story with this. Like, you got this established tag team of Ivelisse and Diamante, thanks to winning that tournament and stuff. I thought they would have had Shida and Thunder Rosa, because they've just had a battle themselves, be more not, you know, working together fully. And that'd be the way to get the two heels the win, because the two champions aren't pulling together and they're not an established team. But they were working together instantly, weren't they? Like doing moves together. And like last week, I really enjoyed the match between Thunder Rosa and Ivelisse, but apparently, and I thought they were really hitting, you know, hitting each other hard and that. It's like, because they fell out during the match, because Thunder Rosa felt like Ivelisse wasn't selling some of her moves as well, because she's a champ, she wants to look good. So she started working a lot stiffer, which meant she worked stiff back. And that's why the match, you know, because I thought it was so hard hitting and it was like proper intense and fire. And that's why, because it sort of went mini shoot in the middle. So I didn't know if that had come over into this match, but not really. But I thought you could have you've got Ivelisse and Diamante, giving them the medals. I thought they could have had a win here over like two champions. It'd be really good for them, as a tag team and as singles competitors. And I thought when Thunder Rosa accidentally hit Shida, they might do that then. But no, they just had the two champions going over, and they both look great. Shida's awesome. Thunder Rosa's awesome.
Yeah, no, I think that at the end there, that exactly, that communication, they could have been tighter at the end. They would have got that finish. Okay. They would have had that finish for sure, but I mean, in the end of it, they got the win anyways, right?
I feel so weird being on this side now. On that side.
Awesome.
Des Mobile. I love it.
That's it, man. That's it. All right, what do we got next?
Jericho interview, wasn't it? When MJF came out.
Yes, man. Oh my gosh, dude. Anytime these two guys face off, man, I'm so into it. I'm just so into it. I'm just wondering where it's going to go. I love how they went back off again. The compliments, you know, they're kind of, okay, so why'd you call me a loser? Right? Like just right into it, cutting each other off. I thought it was awesome. MJF kind of bowing out, obviously, you know, he just, you know, being diplomatic. I thought that was super cool of them. I want to see where this goes in the future. I mean, they're having them cross over here for a reason. I hope there is some crossover here, more of it, even if it's just like an allied thing, like, you know, the friend of my enemies is my friend or whatever the hell. But super fun, man. I love it. And I just want to see more of it, man, for sure.
The dynamic between the two of them was fantastic. We've seen it like in recent weeks, and we've seen it in the past. Like you say, there's sort of a healthy respect while also hating each other, but feels like they're aware that the sort of guy that they need to keep on side. It'd be more beneficial, you know, like two sleazy businessmen who are both sleazies, but like I can use you at some point. So I like it. It's a really fun dynamic, and whenever these two are on screen, I'm smiling. And like I won't mind seeing more of it. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially like I said, with the crossover here, the potential of the 8-man tags you could have, Inner Circle and Wardlow with MJF, man, dude.
We didn't say his big sexy Wardlow, did we?
Oh, that's exactly it, man. Love that guy.
Same.
All right, so Chris taking on Isaiah Cassidy here. Next week, we got Chris, Isaiah Cassidy. Britt Baker's back. We got FTR versus SCU coming up. Starks is taking on Darby. Moxley's appearing next week. And then October 7th is Chris Jericho's 30-year celebration, and I'm hoping they bring in some legends for that one there. I really am. You know, there's some potential for legends, and I'm hoping they do it.
See what happens. Yeah, interesting to see.
Yeah, but I mean, like every week on Dynamite, man, it's just a stacked show, you know?
That's why we talk about it every week. Watch it and take notes. Talk about it in detail because it is great. Can you imagine someone asked you to do a Raw review every week?
Right? No, I couldn't do it, man. Ever. I could not ever do that.
That'd be like a prison sentence.
Yeah, exactly. A prison sentence for sure. Exactly. And then you'd have to do it like me and you would. I wouldn't find any enjoyment out of that, man.
No.
What's up, Taryn? You beautiful bitches. Gwenny's here. That's awesome. Elle says they love sleazy businessmen. That is hilarious. That's funny as hell. Speaking of hell, though, man. Oh my gosh, this title match, this main event here. Ready to rock? Okay. All right. I'm just going for a little bit of a drive here, so I'm going to be multitasking here. But yeah, holy shit, this main event. Oh my gosh, man. This was something that when Eddie Kingston started teasing about the fact that he didn't get eliminated from that battle royal, I thought that was like, let's do something with it. And the fact that they needed to change something last second because of travel, COVID, whatever, we got to see the title match very early. I thought it was super early, but also, man, chomping at the bit for this one. I absolutely loved the brutality of it. I thought it was exactly what it should have been, what it could have been. I just love Eddie Kingston's style, man. I had a fucking blast with this one. I don't even think I took that many notes because I was just like laughing along with it so much. What did you have on this one?
Well, I was looking forward to the 6-man tag. I thought that would have been a really good match. It was set up well, but if that can't happen, what a replacement, an even better replacement. Because like you said, he's got a point. He has got a title match due, really. So we got it, and it was just like, it was a brawl, wasn't it? It was gritty. It was really physical. It was like move for move. They had the chop off. Eddie Kingston's chops are sick, man. One just proper legit drop Moxley.
Oh my God.
No, he didn't need it. No acting. No playing along. Boom, he got dropped. So, and then protected Eddie Kingston as well with a finish, having him pass out to the choke instead of tapping. So he's got the thing. And then we had carnage afterwards. Lucha Bros come out, start attacking Mox. Then we had Will Hobbs come out and hit the sickest spine buster on Phoenix, man. That spine buster were insane. He nearly went through the ring.
Oh, man.
But then we had numbers advantage get on top. Then we had Darby Allin come out, Ricky Starks come out, and Taz. Not the full team Taz, unfortunately. But
I knew you were going to love that last bit there. I knew you were going to love Team Taz riding out on top there.
So it's good. And like I say, protected Eddie there. He could still have. There's still he's still got his finger in that pie, and then when it comes to Mox, and then we can still go down the 6-man tag and then the Lance Archer stuff. So it's good that I like it when champions and any wrestler can have multiple feuds going at once, rather than just two separated off from everyone else. Right, used to a feuding and such and such. But so I like this. Lots of crossover, lots of story, and hopefully we'll get to do it again and have a bit more time.
And that's exactly what we've been getting with AEW is these stories that are crossing over, right? It's like in-depth, long-term storytelling where you're getting more moving parts than I think we're used to a lot of times from being spoon-fed WWE, right?
I like Caitlin's away, so you're like multitasking. Right, I'm just gotta. When we started the podcast, he was making his kid lunch. Now he's driving. Oh, while doing it, I like the little switch to Des Mobile. Your character dedicated to the cause.
Well, that's it. That's it. I couldn't. Well, I mean, was it dedication or was it my ego that I didn't want you to let it finish off the show for the last 20 minutes talking about this all yourself, right?
Awesome. Like I say, really good episode of Dynamite. Enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. I absolutely had a ball
top titles on show with the world title fight, TNT title, the two women's champions in a match. We saw the tag champions. It's like what a good episode. I really enjoyed it.
Dude, stop glossing over the return of Cody, man. Stop glossing over the return of Cody. That was exactly why the season was so massively huge and awesome.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that. I'm not even joking around here. I'm saying like legitimately.
Well, I don't know. I was underwhelmed, and like I say, it hasn't been long enough for me to get over the fact I were bored of him and his ego was a bit out of control. And I feel like it hasn't been long enough for it to come back in and just be more at the same. And I feel like I'm going to get annoyed at him pretty sharpish. I feel like I'm already annoyed at him because he's dyed his hair, looks a pillock, and his shiny shoes, man.
Don't get me wrong here. Don't get me wrong. He has not been gone long enough, not nearly long enough to have that entrance again. Like that was the entrance you give somebody after they've been gone for 18 months because they had, brain surgery done and they were never going to walk again. That's what I mean about the
ego. That's what I mean. The ego. That's the ego of him. That's the bit that stopped me liking him, stopped me enjoying his presentation. And like you say, to come back like that, like you've been gone. Did they do it just so Brody Lee's promo made sense? Or Brody Lee, like, actually, I'll just shoot here. Is this guy taking the piss? Who does he think he is? Yeah. You know what I mean? He got bad and he's coming back. Like you say, it's not like he's been out a year. I'm not saying stay out a year, but I just feel like a little bit longer. 3 months, especially because he needed a rest anyway. We're having a match all the time.
Have fun. I'll talk to you. Give me a call after when you're done your friends. Okay, bye. Yeah, no, and what I really didn't like, man. Like this whole thing with Cody though, man. It was like I like that he's back, sure, but like you weren't even gone, bro. I'm sure it was a long 5 weeks for Lise. Okay, I'm sure it was a brutally long 5 weeks for people who love Cody, but he could have come back sooner. It could have come back later, but really that entrance was so fucking overblown. The pyro, I couldn't even see the fucking guy. There were so much explosions and fireworks around him. It was just like, yikes. But anyways, I mean, I'm happy he's back because it gives me some fucking vitriol, some of that P and V to fucking get into here, right? I don't know why I'm not swearing when my kid's not in the car, but whatever.
Yeah, just not long enough. Not long enough. Like I say, I like Cody. Well, but it's just a shame he's come back straight into ego. Like, yeah, it's a bit frustrating for me. But we'll see how it goes.
How else would he have come back, though, right? How else? Like, I don't think he would have come back any other way. He was going to come back full on Cody heel ego. I don't think there was a way to save where they were going with all this other stuff, and with Brandy being the queen of wrestling that she has been. I think he had to come back dark ass heel like this, right? He had to come back as a, what do you want to call him? Like a fucking dark version of himself, like cooler. You know what I mean? It's more smoldering, if that was even possible.
Well, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. See what he does next week. Before I start, get too wound up at it. Let's see how he develops. On a lighter note, Dezzie versus Dean on WWE 2K19. Videos coming soon. Best of 7 series. Right. First match coming soon.
That's right.
I'm going to beat your ass, Des. I'm going to beat you.
Shanna, the mom and me does not like a driving pod. No, neither do I at all. Believe me, I did not. I tried to time this out so we couldn't, but because my friend here lives so far in the future, I didn't want to stop him from going to sleep tonight by having the show on any later than we already are here. Cody was the highlight of the show. I agree. I fully agree. Cody was the highlight of the show.
Who said that?
We got Lise saying that here, of course.
Oh, well, yeah.
It was all in caps.
I love Lise.
It was all in caps here. She was smiling for hours. Cody has dark hair and it's spooky now. I agree. He is spooky now. He's definitely got that look to him. It's when you come out like Gangrel, man, when you have that entrance of the candles and you like,
I don't know.
What they should have done like with Brandy having like Full Metal Alchemist. You should have tried to do a transmutation to bring Cody back, and he comes back all deformed and dark haired and shit. And he's like, who is this Cody? I would have loved
He looks lame. He looks lame. I think when a white male dyes the hair black, it's very obvious. Unless you're an emo and that's what you're doing, it's like very obvious. It's like, why couldn't he just?
Snow White.
It looks janky. And then them shiny shoes. Watch it back and watch them. They glisten more than the title belts. Them shoes, man. It's like that's not a cool look. It's not a cool look. Dyed hair and shiny shoes like that.
That's not a good look.
It's not. But yeah, sorry, Lise. I'll try not to bash it too much. I'm hopeful for the future.
That's fucking hilarious. Let's see what else here they're saying on the chat here. Lisa, am I still a top fan? I don't want to be anymore. I'm unsubscribing. Leave Cody alone. Oh no. Elle is saying,
sorry, Lisa.
You want that smolder to look at you, and I totally do. I absolutely do. I absolutely want Cody to look at me like that. I think Cody and I could have some fun together here. Taryn is still in Alaska. Hi here. Elle is saying, Dean, stop hating. Lisa saying, he looks sexy, Dean. Shut up. So this is it. I think
I'm just jealous. I'm jelly. Sorry, guys. I'm jelly.
You called it on us here to this week here.
You spotted it.
Funny.
Just jelly.
That's funny as hell. Jelly. But hey, like we said, I honestly, God, love the guy. I think he's doing a lot for pro wrestling. I love what he's doing. I love his move set. Like I said, from the Cody driver to the Cody cutter to the Cody DDT to the Cody kick to the Cody stomp to the Cody smoldering look. I love his whole move set. Okay, I fucking love Cody. So don't fucking
don't get it twisted. I'm a fan. I have so much respect for the man and what he does and what he's done for us. And like being a big part of AEW existence, of being like, yeah.
Imagine how boring our
that's it. It's just the ego thing got out of control, and I think this all he's done is stamp that by coming back too early, and with so much fucking panache. Like that, dude.
No,
hopefully, Roddy Lee will get him in that collar, walk him around his sex dungeon, spank his booty for a bit, and then all girls can go wild. Oh my God, double days! Shit,
there we go.
What Christmas has come.
Quadruple D, baby. Quadruple D. Triple D is just a Cody show, and that's okay. It's Triple C now, the Cody Climax Club.
I like that one.
Triple D is Dean will dye his hair for next week. Mark it. Yes, please, Dean, dye your hair black. Let's do this. We're going to start up a GoFundMe, a Patreon account. We're going to fucking dye your hair jet black. Gonna be
already black. I don't know. Can't make it any darker.
We got to do it. You got to bleach it and then dye it black.
I'll make it sparkle like Cody's shoes. I'll just take a big giant box of glitter and dump it all over me, and I'll shine about 10% as much as Cody's shoes I'm shining. Then hopefully
you'll get a little bit of that luster, eh? Just a little bit of that luster there. That's hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah, just have 3 months off. I'm happy to see him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good. I love that name. I have it in my notes here. I'm just looking over my notes now that I'm back at home. Rochambeau. I love the name of that move, Rochambeau. So Team Taz with the name Rochambeau.
Team Taz.
There we go. Oh, L has 369 to put towards Dean's hair color. Dean's hair color. There we go.
There's a lot of it.
Here we go. We're gonna dye your hair black for the next show.
Yeah, okay, I'll dye it black. See if you can spot the difference.
Now here, Lisa's even saying she's going to go black in Cody's honor. And I mean, I think we are going to go black for next week here just to be on the show here, just so we can all join the Dark Nightmare family now, man. I'm in.
I'm gonna wear a black armband to signify the death of Cody's career. This is shit. It's over.
I think it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning of Cody Rhodes, man. And I'm not just saying that so he'll come on the show. Yes,
Can
a
imagine.
Rochambeau is a kick to the nuts. Rochambeau is definitely it's like a kick to the balls, like on South Park, right? Exactly. Yep,
Oh yeah,
Rochambeau.
don't get it twisted. I love Cody. Just not a fan of this current section of his career.
His Triple H phase. Call it what it is, a Triple H phase.
Yes, yeah. He's just an egomaniac at the moment.
I love how he's like, Cody, I don't know. Do you think booking yourself is going to be a good idea? Listen, we'll be responsible about it. I won't be Triple H. Fast forward 18 months, coming out to fucking smoke. Like, I bet you anything, if Triple H came back to that entrance, people would just be fucking livid, man. Livid if Triple H came out to that entrance with all the smoke and the pillars and the whole, like, the gospel. Man, where was the fucking old lady from that Metallica video? Nah, 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 nah. Right? You know what I mean? Like, this was missing to be the biggest spectacle on earth, man. On earth. Cody doesn't love you. He's way prettier than Triple H, though. He is. Cody's a fucking beautiful man, dude. Nobody's denying that. This is all our show is now, just talking about Cody here.
It's no Wardlow.
Yeah, right? Holy fuck. I saw Luchasaurus.
There's no Des Lorraine.
Big men. Big men.
Big men.
Did I say mask or pants?
I don't know. I was just looking at your eyes, Des. I'm all alone. All alone. It's just been such a professional show today. Thanks for watching anyway. Thanks for sticking with it. Whoever is watching. About how much we love Cody.
Yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for being a part of the show here, Dean. Oh, man. Fucking, we'll see you guys next week. Oh, man, that's awesome.
And don't forget, coming to the YouTube channel soon, Dezzie versus Dean, best of 7 to decide the champ of Triple D.
2K19. WWE 2K19. If you guys are fans of it, check it out. We're going to have it up there. We're going to change our the D hat will be up there soon. So check out our created wrestlers. We're going to be having a best of 7 match here to find out who really is the best at WWE 2K19. Spoiler alert, it's me. It's me, don't worry. But we fucking, man, we love playing video games, and we're going to be up very soon on our Triple D YouTube channel. So please check that out very shortly. Awesome.
Love you guys.
And this time I will end the show.